The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us for our favorite show of the year. This is the Blasties Year-End Awards Show. Going to be tough to compare with how Dynamite did last night. Fantastic.
Oh, right? Seriously.
Seven, Gary, how do you guys feel about last night's show?
Let's go to Brian first.
Oh, okay. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best week-to-week shows that I've seen in a very long time. I think a lot of it was easily pay-per-view worthy. It was just a great night. Honestly, I feel like it was probably the best Dynamite that I have seen.
5 matches last night, and 3 of them were talked about for potential match of the year candidates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh, sorry, Brian. Were you... Okay. I'll make it short and sweet as well. I will say, I did appreciation post on Honor the Elite. I felt like these first couple weeks, let's see what AEW can do to deliver from to me, it was a very tough end of the year for AEW. Hopefully this will recharge them to be a little bit better, or even better for that matter. And I thought Seattle was probably going to be maybe better than LA. And then the card came out for LA. Just out of this world. They touched everything that you would hope for. You got the Adam Cole return. You got a trade with, Takashka against Danielson. It's just amazing. Sure, the main event was predictable, but let's see what happens with that. Just all around one of the best Dynamites that I've seen in the company's existence, to be quite honest. So probably since the Celebration of Life, like I said in the group chat last night. So amazing Dynamite.
I actually disagree with you, Gary. I didn't find that the ending was predictable. I honestly didn't know who was going to win. I would have assumed that it was, but it could have been anybody's game.
That's fair. I mean, unpredictability makes good wrestling, in my opinion. So
Expect the unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how the awards are going to work. We'll introduce the category, the nominees, and one of our favorite things I think we do is we do a fan vote and we do a buckle bomb, group vote. So you'll see on the posters, the graphics that we'll put up. Sometimes, I believe actually, I want to say 16 or 17 of the categories, the fans and us here at Buckle Bomb actually agreed who the winner should be. So there's a couple differences. You'll see both winners on the graphic. The first category, we're going to hop into Brand of the Year. The nominees, we got the top 4 were WWE, AEW, New Japan, and Impact Wrestling. Kind of, your big standard 4 right there. The winner was agreed upon with both of us. The fan vote and the Buckle Bomb Entertainment's choice went to All Elite Wrestling. And last night's show kind of showed you why.
And this was for mainstream, right?
Yes. There was a lot of things we did, because a bunch of us here at Buckle Bomb, we do watch indies. We know some of our fans watch indies. So we separate, we do indies of the year, indie stars of the year. This way, we can show them some love that they deserve as well.
For sure.
So hopping right into that, good segue, was our independent wrestling promotion of the year. A couple big contenders. We had GCW, Defy Wrestling, Major League Wrestling, and Prestige Wrestling. To no surprise for the second year in a row, GCW pulling out the win on both our choice and the fan choice. Well-deserved.
Mm-hmm. Yay. Although I do want to mention Defy is definitely worthy of that. I mean, we heard that in AEW just recently with the D5 chant. So that was pretty cool.
This was actually a really close vote. I was keeping an eye on every few hours. I'd be checking the votes.
Mhm.
Defy was actually winning this vote 90% of the time.
Wow.
Whoa.
GCW didn't pull it out until like the last couple hours, and they won by a couple of votes.
That's impressive.
So Defy should be proud of themselves. They held themselves up there with GCW, who's pulling in big numbers for their pay-per-views as well.
Yeah.
This is the first category where there was a little discrepancy, a little difference. This was the referee of the year. We had up for nomination. We had Aubrey Edwards from AEW,
Vote for Brad.
Bryce Remsburg from AEW, our independent referee, who is also here with us at Buckle Bomb, referee Brad Lee. And then representing the WWE side, we had Charles Robinson and Jessica Carr.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Ah.
Aubrey won for the fan vote, and Brad won for the Buckle Bomb Entertainment Choice. Brad did pull in quite a number of votes as well for the fan vote, so
Was he second?
he was second. Brad was second in the fan vote.
Okay.
Wow, congratulations,
All right,
Bradley.
there we go.
I almost don't want to tell him because of his ego, but you know, gotta do it. We gotta do it.
That's right. It was well deserved.
Kidding, Brad.
Caleb, thank you for joining us here tonight.
Wow, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you, Caleb.
Okay. The next category is the best weekly TV show of the year. This was also our one of our discrepancies. There's a split on the vote. The nominations for best weekly show: WWE Monday Night Raw, WWE Friday Night SmackDown, Thursday Night Impact, AEW Dynamite, and AEW Rampage. The fan vote went to Dynamite, while the Buckle Bomb choice went to Impact. And really, I mean, these are the top two right here.
Well deserving for Impact, in my opinion. Damn it, Lando. I wish you were here with us. Because, gosh, I'm telling you, like, we keep saying in the chat time and time again, you know, we wish Impact would go into a great network because, damn, they're just so good right now.
Well,
deserving
what's happening with WWE? Who knows who may end up where in a couple of years?
Yeah, who knows?
Scott D'Amore, put your bid in.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is one that the next few are going to be ones that we all agreed on here. Number 11, or excuse me, our next category, the best promo person of the year. Nominations: MJF, Paul Heyman, Jon Moxley, CM Punk, and Becky Lynch. And the Blasty for the best promo person of the year goes to MJF from both us here at Buckle Bomb and the fan vote.
I know I didn't vote for him. I think I actually voted for Becky, but
Becky was actually second in one of them. But yeah, Becky would have been a good choice. I mean, any one of those people that got nominated would have been a good choice.
I was going to say, if I would have a second choice, I would easily pick Paul Heyman. The guy is one of the very best on the mic, period.
But he didn't talk a lot this year.
That's true. Okay. All right. So next up is the category for the pay-per-view or premium live event of the year. The nominations. These are all good nominations. We had WWE's Clash at the Castle, WWE Survivor Series War Games, Ring of Honor Final Battle, AEW New Japan's Forbidden Door, Impact Multiverse of Matches, and WWE WrestleMania. This was also an agreed upon vote. The Blasty for the pay-per-view of the year goes to Forbidden Door.
Nice. I don't remember if I voted for that one or Clash of the Titans. Clash of the whatever it was. Castle. There you go.
I think that's the one I voted for. But I don't know. I don't remember. It was either that or like you, Bri. Maybe Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Those two were really good shows.
Agree. Both those really good. I know Tony did announce Forbidden Door 2, so I'll have to see if that can live up to the hype of Forbidden Door 1.
I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to do with that now that Tony said after Dynamite last night that they're going to have with the Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor pay-per-view in March, that he's going to have other people from other promotions come in for that pay-per-view. I'm curious to see what that could do. Maybe lead up to, the storyline angle leading into the Forbidden Door 2.
Caleb saying Forbidden Door was an epic pay-per-view. I agree. That might have been their best pay-per-view last year.
Yeah.
Okay. The next category we have is the Faction of the Year. The nominations were the Bloodline, the Elite, Judgment Day, Toxic Attraction, and the Jericho Appreciation Society.
No, please no.
Please don't let it be Toxic Attraction.
I think, as expected, with dominating vote leads, the Blasty goes to the Bloodline. And
I think that's how I voted for too.
I mean, it's hard to say that Sammy and the Bloodline are the best thing going on in wrestling right now.
I mean, we're definitely feeling Uzi, so.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I did vote for it as well.
At least it wasn't Joss.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so happy it wasn't that one. I would have disagreed with that one easily.
There's going to be a few that I think we all disagree upon, as Brian already hit, or Seven already hit one of them. Next up, we have Commentator of the Year. And this is one where we split from the fan vote. The nominations for Commentator of the Year, we had Excalibur from AEW. We had Michael Cole from WWE, Tony Schiavone from AEW, Ian Riccaboni from Ring of Honor, and Tom Hannafin from Impact Wrestling. The fan vote went for Michael Cole, while the Buckle Bomb choice went to Excalibur.
Michael Cole, I am shooketh. Although I don't necessarily hate Michael Cole, I don't know. I'm all about that Excalibur.
I mean,
I've
Michael
never been
Cole's
a big fan of Cole, but Go ahead, Gary.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. I was going to say on Michael Cole's defense, I mean, this probably is his best commentary year in quite some time. Probably since SmackDown was on probably like Sci-Fi and UPN back in those days. So, and Pat McAfee's really making him better, I think. Especially Triple H. Triple H has that thing on. Like, we're not going to scream in your ear, Michael. So, but yeah, it was close.
Looking at SmackDown, I've never really been a big fan of Michael Cole, never been a big fan of Wade Barrett, but for some reason, the two of them together just seem to make it work.
I wholeheartedly agree. Michael Cole definitely is able to work with anybody, but Wade Barrett and him together, that's a dream team.
Mm-hmm. Caleb saying he's doing his own new wrestling podcasting. Guys, go ahead and check Caleb out. All right. Next category.
Where can they find it, though?
Yes. Where can they find you, Caleb?
Send a link, Caleb, right into the comments. If you could. If you can, anyway.
Next category we have is the Ring Announcer of the Year. The nominations were from AEW, Justin Roberts, Ring of Honor, Bobby Cruz, Samantha Irvin from WWE, Emil J from GCW, and David Penzer from Impact. This is one that Buckelbaum agreed upon with the fans, not me personally. This is the one I feel someone got robbed, but the Blastie goes to Justin Roberts, of course. I think Samantha Irvin has really stepped up this year. Maybe she'll get it next year. Just to hear her the way she announces everybody, she puts a little bit something extra in there. She's right up there with Justin Roberts, in my opinion.
I agree. So what you just said right there, she's up there with Justin Roberts, but she's still not Justin Roberts yet.
No. We will have to see how that plays out next year.
Yeah.
Gary, what do you think on Justin Roberts winning his third Blastie in a row for Best Ring Announcer?
I mean, when you hear the guy sounding like a siren when Moxley comes out to the ring, it's always a treat. Roberts, since we're actually talking about him really quick, I would like to, who knows? Maybe this will go worldwide, Sarah. Maybe this video will go global. Justin Roberts, definitely his mom is definitely with my thoughts and prayers. But yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, though, yeah, Roberts is just totally awesome. And Sarah, you've been to a Dynamite Live, so it's really fun how he interacts with the crowd.
Yeah, he's definitely interacting with the crowd, while Dynamite's on commercial break, so it's definitely deserving.
I also have a story that I don't think I've ever told anybody about Justin Roberts. I actually met him in one of his very first ever ring announcing gigs in Tucson, Arizona at Pueblo High School. He actually writes about that in his book. That's the end of my story. So I was at one of his very first wrestling gigs.
All right. The next category is a new one to Buckelbaum this year. This is the Female Breakout Athlete of the Year. So, we used to do rookie, but it's kind of in pro wrestling, it's kind of hard to define a rookie because people within their actual first year doing matches, they're not going to be on TV, they're not going to be seen by most people. So we're replacing Rookie of the Year with Breakout Athlete of the Year, someone who really stepped up their game this year. For the females, the nominations went to Layla Gray, Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade, Jade Cargill, Masha Slamovich, and Jamie Hayter. The Blastie goes to Roxanne Perez. She started out the year as Ring of Honor Women's Champion and has now held 2 titles in WWE to end her year. So,
yeah, no, I definitely agree with her being the breakout star of the year. I mean, if you think about it, like if we're talking about where they came from mainstream, she's been wrestling for years. That's kind of why we changed a lot of it. But for a lot of people, she's a brand new face that hasn't been around, and she just exploded. And it's rightfully so. She's an amazing athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Well, deserving recipient, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think she is the youngest NXT champion. She's, I think, just the youngest champion in WWE's history, I think, since Trish Stratus. So that's a hell of an accomplishment, in my opinion, with Roxanne. And very happy with this decision. I'm glad that she won, to be honest.
Definitely. Not just the Buckelbaum vote, but the fan vote as well. Well deserved. So that'll lead us to the Male Breakout Star of the Year. Nominations were Grayson Waller, Wardlow, Speedball Mike Bailey, Austin Theory, and Wheeler Yuta.
Please, Mike Bailey.
The Blastie goes to
Speedball
Mike Bailey.
I voted for you.
Yeah.
Especially the last couple months of 2022, his name was just out there quite a bit.
I mean, he's absolutely amazing. He deserves everything that he's getting. Unless it's something bad, then I take it back. But
I mean, especially this year, he just had a match at PWG against Takashka, and it was nearly 30 minutes.
yeah.
I mean, he won the what is the Bri, you might have to help me out here. What does the winner get again? They get like a trophy of some sort.
The bully. I forgot what it's called, but what I can say is one of my favorite matches of Mike Bailey this year was him versus Kaylee Ray at GCW. That was absolutely amazing match.
Josh Alexander and Bailey for me. An hour of awesomeness. So there you go.
And next up, we got the 2 matches of the year. We will do the indie match of the year first. These are some good nominations we got. We pulled, for the most part, we kept track, all year what some of our favorites were. I got to thank Seven on this one here because he watches a lot more indies wrestling than I do. So thank him for most of this list here. Nominations out of the GCW, Calvin Tankman versus Jordan Oliver. Out of AAA's Triple Mania 30 from Monterey, Volano 4 versus LA Park. Jordan Oliver versus Tony Deppen from GCW Wasteland. Joey Janela versus Nick Wayne from GCW out in Liverpool. That was right around Clash at the Castle weekend, if I'm not mistaken. We have Athena versus Taya Valkyrie from Prestige Roseland 2. Mike Bailey versus Blake Christian from GCW The Coldest Winter. And from Impact, we have Tony Deppen versus Speedball Mike Bailey as well. And the winner, this was actually a split decision here as well. The fan vote went to Athena versus Taya Valkyrie, but the Buckle Bomb choice went to Joey Janela versus Nick Wayne.
Wow.
What? Actually,
Wow.
I'm not surprised about the Athena versus Taya one, but I'm surprised that the ours went that way. I'm the only one that watched it, I think. So way to go, guys. way to trust my vote.
That will bring us up to the mainstream match of the year. And I'm glad we decided to kind of separate this a little bit this year, just, to show the indies some love a little bit here too. This also was a split vote here. The nominations were Gunther and Sheamus from Clash at the Castle. Josh Alexander versus Mike Bailey from Impact Wrestling. That was a free match on TV on Thursday night. FTR versus Briscoes 3, the double dog collar match for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. Jordan Grace versus Masha from Impact Wrestling's Bound for Glory. Okada versus Will Ospreay from New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 16 Night 2. And Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins from WWE Hell in a Cell. The winners, the Blasties, go to, from the fan vote, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And Buckle Bomb's choice was the double dog collar match, FTR versus the Briscoes.
Well, I didn't vote for either one of them, so I'm a sourpuss. Okay, who came in second for the other one? Do you remember? For the fan vote?
For the fan vote, second was Gunther and Sheamus.
I don't remember who I even voted for, so I can't really complain too much. Hell, as far as I know, I could have voted for both of them, but who knows?
Gary, your thoughts on those choices?
I would have went with Gunther and Sheamus over Cody and Seth by a very, very tiny margin. And then for the second one, for our vote, I'm going to be biased, maybe, but I would have chose Bailey and Josh Alexander. But either way, yeah, some good voting there. That was a tough category, Sarah. I'm not going to lie.
A lot of good nominations there. So the next category is the By God He's Broken in Half award. This is the moment of the year. This was hard to limit it down to just the 5 that we normally do, so we allowed a 6th one in here. We have Vince McMahon retires on the one day I was on vacation last year.
That's short-lived.
I know Vince McMahon must be getting his and retiring advice from Lilo Rush.
Moving on, we have Cody Rhodes joins WWE at WrestleMania in one of the worst kept secrets.
Oh my god.
Stone Cold Steve Austin coming out of retirement for one last match at WrestleMania. Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green crashing through the table at Impact Slammiversary. And coming off the balcony through a table at Forbidden Door. And Brock Lesnar flipping the ring with the tractor while Roman Reigns was in it. I believe that was SummerSlam. Both of us and the fans were with it on this one. The moment of the year, and I'm guessing this was done before everything happened. But the moment of the year was Vince McMahon retiring. If only we knew what was coming.
So okay, so we know what that is next year. So our return is going to be like, holy shit moment is Vince McMahon returning. I did not see that at all.
No.
Boy.
Oh,
yeah.
And Stephanie to quit. Like, oh my god, what is happening? I just feel like it's the end.
2023 has been wild, and we're not even 2 weeks into the year.
I know. I'm not down to this bullshit.
What's going to happen tomorrow on Friday the 13th?
Oh, I didn't think of that.
You're welcome.
This is why I keep saying every single time. Yeah, I get comments, Abby. People need to hope for other successes when it comes, especially at this current time. Just saying. That's all I'm going to say on that topic. Oh, boy, what a time! Like you guys said, like 2023. Boy.
Caleb commenting back where you can find it. World of Pro Wrestling. He's going to work this week on getting his pod out, his group, to be on Facebook. So keep an eye on that for everybody. Go support Caleb. Good dude. Down to the final 7 awards here. This is the RKO out of Nowhere Award, the Comeback of the Year Award.
Brian, with this comment. Leo Rush and Vince McMahon. That is going to be the comeback of the year right there.
Oh.
So the nominations were Bayley, Saraya, Bray Wyatt, Red Velvet, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. This was also a agreed upon decision between us and the fans. Lassie goes to Saraya, who, honestly, no surprise. I mean, who here thought that she was going to be wrestling again, ever again?
Not me. I didn't think so.
I liked the decision. I actually thought it was going to be Bray, to be honest with you. But, yeah, I mean, I do agree when there is a serious injury that sustained 5 years ago, I, honest to God, really never thought she was going to step in a ring again. Never. So, yeah, with this vote, yeah, I definitely agree with it for sure.
I think Bray had the most entertaining comeback, with the QR codes and all the speculation.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a miracle that Saraya is back in the ring.
But we all knew that Bray was coming back. It was just the most entertaining return.
True.
So the next award is one of my favorite awards every year. This isn't one we allow the fans to vote on. This is kind of one we just vote upon ourselves. And we kind of revamped it a little bit. This is the Brody Lee Memorial Legacy Award. This goes to an athlete who does something special for the year, whether it's some great achievement that you don't see often in wrestling, or if it is something great with charity they accomplished this year. I didn't tell any of you guys who the nominations were. There's 4 different nominations that came in for this award. Cody Rhodes came in as a nomination. The Women of God TV, which is Mickey James, Victoria, and SoCal Val, for their work with Dressamania, which is the foundation to help people with mental illness or mental health issues. Titus O'Neil, we know he's big with getting a lot of charity work done down, especially in Florida. And John Cena, who has now made a record 650 wishes for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So he's done a lot of work with them. The winner in the Blasty actually goes to John Cena for all of his Make-A-Wish wishes.
I agree with that 100%.
As do I.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of glad, it's kind of agreed upon and talked about in the group a little bit, to kind of redo that. And I think that was mostly your pushing that the award should go to something, for charity. And John Cena doing the 650 wishes, that's a lot between his wrestling schedule and movie schedule. That's a lot of time out on his own expense to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are down to the final 5.
Yay!
First up, we have Tag Team of the Year.
Ooh.
Nominations went to FTR, Aussie Open, the Young Bucks, the Usos, and the Lucha Brothers. The winner of the Blasty, which kind of no surprise, 7-star FTR for both the fan vote and Buckle Bomb Entertainment's choice.
I am 98% sure that's who I voted for, so I agree with this decision.
It was the only unanimous decision, not only between fans, but between us and Buckle Bomb. That's who everybody voted for in Buckle Bomb.
Easily agree with that decision. However, Brian, I'm 99% sure. That's who I voted for. But yeah, well deserved.
All right.
Was it like a blowout? Was it like out of the water voting?
Yeah, I want to say they got 67% of the votes of the fan vote.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, that was the biggest margin of victory on both sides. The next category is the last one where there was a split vote. This is the Male Indie Star of the Year. The nominations were Joey Janela, Effie, Matt Cardona, Nick Wayne, and Blake Christian. The fan vote went to Matt Cardona, while the Buckle Bomb vote went to Joey Janela.
Fans, what do you know? No, just kidding. I obviously voted for Joey Janela, so.
I mean, I don't really see either one of those as a wrong choice. I mean, both are really good and had really good years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although Matt did spend a good part of the year injured, so there's that.
The next category is the female indie athlete of the year. We have Taya Valkyrie, Masha Slamovich, Billy Starks, Ali Catch, and Miranda Eliza. The winner and the Blasty goes to Masha Slamovich.
Agreed on that one 100%.
I'm scared to disagree, so.
The next category is the Female Athlete of the Year. The nominations were Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Jamie Hayter, Jade Cargill, and Mandy Rose. The winner for the second year in a row, Bianca Belair.
Oh, I was scared that it was going to be Mandy Rose.
That would have been Gary stuffing the ballot box.
Oh. Damn, I got roasted.
I mean, she did have a good year. She held NXT Women's title for a year.
Yeah. If it was me, I mean, because Bianca has been freaking amazing. She's been a firecracker all year long, but so has Mandy. But either way, well deserving with Bianca regardless.
On to our final category. The final vote kind of surprised me a little bit, not with the fact that who won, but the fact that we at Buckle Bomb and the fans agreed on the same person.
Oh.
The nominations for the Male Athlete of the Year were Will Ospreay, John Moxley, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Josh Alexander, and MJF. The winner.
Ooh, I don't even remember who I voted for.
Will
I
Ospreay.
remember who I voted for.
All right. Okay.
And I mean, to see the fan vote go to Will Ospreay really surprised me because he doesn't get much exposure other than the few weeks he had here in AEW. But I'm glad the fans were able to vote for him.
And thank you for Facebook user for saying we did a great job with these awards. Actually, a lot of this all goes to Sarah. I just voted when I was asked to.
That was Justin Marchesny. Sorry if I mispronounced your name there, Justin, but yes. You know, we as a group came up with a lot of the nominations. Fans did the vote. I think nominations were all spot on this year.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I love that we're actually keeping track of what we say this year. Except for Gary when he wants to chat in that group.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know who Gary is. You got to remember this is his twin. Okay.
Golly.
Gowie.
Yeah.
Gowie.
Yep. So you're gonna see a more comprehensive list for match of the year. Keeping track of match rankings, you'll see as posted. Wrestle Kingdom Night 1 will be posted soon. I don't believe there's any title matches on SmackDown this week, so just one title match to rank for this week.
You know what we should do for match of the year is break it up into 3. Tag team. Oh, because we don't have a women. Do we have a women's match of the year?
We usually combine it all into one.
Maybe we should separate it into tag team, trios, and women's.
That's our
Seems
problem.
like a lot of work, but
we'll worry about that next January. All right. Well, that's all I got. That's all our votes. I think our fans did a spot on job this year.
good job, guys.
Yes.
Kept us in line.
We will back.
No, I really meant it. I wasn't being like facetious.
Oh yeah. So next week we'll be back on our normal back to podcasting. We'll be touching on all the news. We won't necessarily go through all the matches. You know, maybe we'll go on. We'll talk about the big matches of the week, and we'll also touch on the big news of the week starting back next week. So,
and then we may do different segments for Am I an Asshole?
Yes, we got some new shows coming up, so stay tuned. We're gonna get a variety show. Brian's got a gig he's gonna be doing, or a gimmick. The Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
So stay on the lookout for that. Very entertaining stuff. Gary, you got anything?
Yeah, quite a few things, but I'm just gonna make it a couple things instead of a few.
I was like, okay, well, I gotta go, guys. Thanks. No, just kidding. Go ahead.
I love you guys. So yeah, very excited. Every single Thursday, it's going to be a recap of Dynamite. So Dynamite Thursday, that's going to be going on. This coming Sunday, I will be having a very special guest. Well, regardless, he's been on a few times. He's my best friend / brother to me. Sean Bailey will be talking about the expectations. What am I missing here?
When you say your best friend, I pointed at 7 and you just...
Oh, well, you know.
Whoops, my bad.
Him too. Brian too. And Sarah and everybody else. But yeah, we will be talking about the expectations for AEW in 2023. You know, I'm just going to announce it on here. Very excited. Honor the Elite has now expanded on Twitter, and we're going to also do Twitch. That is also going to be a thing. Maybe some rundowns and recaps of Dynamite on there. Maybe special pay-per-views. Haven't decided yet. And one last thing, please head over to Honor the Elite this coming Wednesday for an announcement that I never thought I would do for the fans. I am so damn excited. This is going to be one of the biggest announcements that I've ever done. It's not about the website launching. It's not about a special show. It's about one of the things that I just want to give back to the wrestling fans that deserve something awesome. Can't wait to win.
You better tell us when we hang up. I want to know what it is.
I will tell you guys if you like. It's surreal. It's just the followers have blessed me with so many good things. They're just so awesome. So, but enough about me, guys. Please, I really highly recommend click that follow button, click the like button for Buckle Bomb. Sarah does a good job here. Brian, if I could speak for Orlando, let's make an impact for 2023. And why are we laughing?
Music.
Damn it!
Sorry, this isn't the Oscars. Continue.
I'm done. I'm done.
Tyler, you got anything?
I think he does.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Check us out at Buckle Bomb Entertainment on all platforming stuff. You can also find me at 7 Alexander Photography if you want to check out some cool indie photos. Yeah.
Yep. So stay tuned for our new shows. You'll see some announcements coming up regarding that. Of course, stay tuned. We're going to be trying to book some more indie wrestler interviews, so stay on the lookout for that. Stay tuned for more announcements and check our website for our match rankings. Have a great night, everyone.